Hello everybody and welcome back to the Up the Guts channel. The Aussies have done it. They have won the Border-Gavaskar Trophy. 3-1, they have won the series. They've won it back after 10 plus years of not having it with India, having the chocolates over them for the past few series. So now they've got it back, winning it 3-1. We saw a debutant, Beau Webster, just take the piss wheel in the end, batted beautifully, had a bit of bling in his ear, bowled line and length, took a wicket, was really good in that slips corner / gully, had really good hands. We also saw Jasprit Bumrah not bowl in the second innings due to what they described as a back spasm. There was have to be more of a side strain for him to be not bowling, and when the series was on the line, it could have been possibly a different story if he bowled in that second innings, which the Aussies ended up winning that and only needing the 3 days in the end. So without further ado, let's get into our fifth test rankings. All right, so now we've got the tier list up here now. Just switching it over now. As if you haven't watched any of the other rankings, go back and do it. I'll also be doing a full series rankings where I've added all the averages, the runs each player's made, each wicket they've played, and put it all together and put that in the tier list. That will be coming out sometime later this week as well. But let's get to the fifth test rankings. If it's your first time watching this and you don't know exactly my criteria, I'll quickly run through it for the new listeners. S tier, you've got a 10 out of 10 performance, normally only one, a maximum of 2 getting that S tier. A tier is between an 8 and a 9. A B tier is a 7. A C tier is a 5 or 6 out of 10. D, 3 or 4. E, 1 to 2. And F is a 0 out of 10. So let's start off with the winning team and the winning series, the Aussies. So first off, we'll start off with the openers. We're going in batting order. So Sam Constance to start off. 23 he made, 22 and 2 catches. Came out both times with good intent. The first innings, he just got one that was wide, playing at it, then caught in the slits. But the second innings, he really threw his wicket away. It was a shot he didn't really need to play. He's a work in progress. He likes to take the game on. Took 2 catches, but I ended up giving him a D for that performance. Came out with good intent both times, but then, especially in the second innings, just threw his wicket away when he could have really damaged the bowlers. Usman Khawaja, 2 in the first innings, 41 in the second innings, was a good 41-2 in the chase, and took a catch in the field too. I gave him a C. Marnus Labuschagne made 2 in the first innings, 6 in the second innings. I actually gave him an F. I thought it was a poor performance after coming off his good performance in the Boxing Day test of 72 and 70 in the first and second innings. So Marnus Labuschagne is in the F tier for me. Steve Smith, 33 in the first innings, 4 in the second innings, and took 3 catches. I put him in the C column. Did drop a few catches that he should have taken in the field, in the slips, but did take the 3 catches and was a decent 33 there. Travis Head, 4 and 38 not out in the second innings. Really got good in the second innings. So that second innings in the chase, I gave him a C. Then we go to the debutant, Beau Webster. Didn't he have a debut to remember? 57 in the first innings with the bat, 39 not out in the second innings, hitting the winning runs. None for 29 off 13 in the first innings. Bowled really tight, was hard to put away. And then 1 for 24 in the second innings, taking his first wicket, getting Shubman Gill, who just played a bit of a loose shot there. And it was a nice catch down there by Alex Carey. Took 2 catches in the field as well. I gave Beau Webster for his debut A. So it's just one, where has Beau Webster been? They decided putting him up now. Mum made a funny comment that he's just been warming up in the nets all these 10 plus years, and now they finally decided to give him the go. But yeah, it shows that there's players still out there that can impact, and he's been impacting Shield level for the past few years now. So it was good to see Beau Webster get his go and really grab onto that opportunity as well. Alex Carey, 21 with the bat in the first innings, 4 in the second innings, and took 4 catches. 21 in the first innings and 4 catches, not 4 runs in the second innings. Didn't get the bat in the second innings. He was the next one in. He was the next one in because it was Head and Webster who took it home. 4 catches. I gave him a C purely for the 4 catches. The keeper, he's got starts in all of his innings. Just haven't gone on to post that big score. Other than that, was it Boxing Day? No, third test, I think it was. Let me just go. Yes, the 70 not out in the first innings is his best score. There's Pat Cummins, the captain, 2 for 37 in the first innings, 3 for 44 in the second innings, 10 with the bat in the first innings, and a catch. I gave him a B. I thought he was really respectable. Bowled the hard overs, and especially in that second innings, just grabbed the wicket when we really needed one to run through India. Mitchell Starc, 3 for 49 in the first innings, bowled really well in that first innings, but then struggled to find his line in length, had a bit of trouble with the popping crease and getting through, was sliding everywhere, none for 36, took 10, but I thought he, and made 1 with the bat, plus 2 a catch. I did give him a C because I thought he bowled well in the first innings through his 3 for 49. Nathan Lyon was almost like he hasn't been there this series. It's the less, I can't remember what I heard, shout out to the Great Cricketer podcast. I can't remember that amount of overs they said he's bowled, but it's the least by some margin he's bowled in a series. Bowled in the first innings, 1 for 19, made 7 not out, didn't bowl in the second innings, and it's probably harsh because it's not up to his standard, but I'm going to have to give him an E. Scotty Boland, no debates here, straight in the S column. 4 for 31 in the first innings, 6 for 45 in the second innings. Build the man of stature of the MCG, now build the man of stature of the SCG. 9 with the bat, straight in the S tier, 10 wickets for the game. Now, it's going to be so interesting to see because, how can you drop this man? Because whenever he plays, he just takes wickets after wickets after wickets. He has a test career average of under 20, which is phenomenal. But it's almost like Josh Hazlewood's fit, Scotty Boland, take a seat on the bench. I just don't get it how they can consistently drop Scott Boland after he puts in performances like this. I think it's going to be a lot harder to drop him, especially after this performance going over to Sri Lanka, I want to say. Yeah, Sri Lanka. It's going to be really hard to drop him, so it'll be interesting to see that one. Let me know what you think of that one. But I just think Scotty Boland has to be one of the stiffest guys because it's just, as soon as Josh Hazlewood's fit, they're like, yep, Scott Boland, off you go, mate. But performances like that, it's hard to argue. So there are my Aussie rankings. We'll go over it now. S tier, Scotty Boland. A tier, Beau Webster on debut. B tier, we got our skipper, Paddy Cummins. C tier, I got Steve Smith, Usman Khawaja, Travis Head, Alex Carey, and Mitchell Starc. In the D column, I got Sam Constance, work in progress there, but I'm sure he'll figure it out. He'll have a big test if they pick him to go over for the Sri Lanka, and I hope they do, to see how he takes it on. Takes it on and adapts to the different pitches, and because you'll learn a lot from this series. Although you only played the 2 matches, you'll still learn a lot, especially coming up against the best bowler in the world, Jasprit Bumrah. E tier, Nathan Lyon, and F tier, Marnus Labuschagne. So without further ado now, let's get on to the Indian team. Alright, so going off to the Indian team, we'll start off with Jaiswal, 10 in the first innings, 22 in the second innings, but was really good in the field, unlike what he was like in the Boxing Day test. Took 4 catches, but I still gave him a D for that one. KL Rahul, 4 in the first innings, 13 in the second. Put him in the E column for that one. Next up, Virat Kohli, 17 in the first innings, 6 in the second innings, and 1 catch. And also took the captaincy over for a bit with Jasprit Bumrah going off the ground with his sore back. Some problems there. We'll probably get to know more unless it's already been out once this video has been uploaded, but they say back spasm, but it's clearly more than that. We'll probably know more by the time this video is out, so just disregard that, but it's clearly something more. You can see that. But he took the captaincy in, even gave it to after taking a wicket, gave it to the Aussie crowd about sandpaper. It's just not on. Virat Kohli, pull your head in. It's just, why do you need to signal the sandpaper? We get it. We did it. We were caught. We've copped our whack. Get over it. It's just someone that I think can't cop losing. His ego has got in the way yet again. It's not the first time it's got in the way. It's got in the way when he shoulder charged Sam Constance. Now this, and especially times when umpiring decisions hadn't gone the way. That goes to the whole Indian team. So they'll probably have to sit down and have a good look, have a good talk about that, how they've approached this series from the ego level and just not copying when the umpire's giving them out. I know it's hard and probably harsh, but they've handled themselves in a bit of a disgusting way. Oh, as well with Virat Kohli, the Melbourne airport, the media apparently harassing his family. So there's another one. They say nothing was wrong, but you can't, you don't know two sides story. The media say they didn't do it, didn't do anything wrong. Virat Kohli says otherwise. Then Jadeja coming to a press conference and only refusing to answer any questions in English and only answering them in Hindi. And I think it really starts with their coach, Gadam Gambia. The way he's answered some questions, he's just been real, just his views on stuff, and he's answering. I think they'll need to have a good look at their players, the way they've done it, but also the coaching. They're obviously in a rebuild. He's a new coach, but they'll probably need to have a really good look at themselves, I think. In saying that, Virat Kohli, I've skipped over Shubman Gill, but we'll get back to that one in a second. Virat Kohli, I gave an E. And then Shubman Gill, first innings 20, and then 13 the second innings, I gave a D. So he came back in for a surprising, not surprising because his form has been absolutely shocking, but doesn't it just say something about your team if your own captain is dropping himself from the team? It's just extraordinary, really. Next up, Rishabh Pant, 40 in the first innings, 61 off 33 in the second innings. Was the reason why India was still with a chance to win. Played some outrageous shots, just really took the game on after copying some criticism, took 2 catches with the gloves as well. And I actually gave Rishabh Pant an A because he was the reason India was still in it. Next up, Ravindra Jadeja, 26 in the first innings, 13 in the second, and none for 12 with the ball in the first innings. I put him in the D column. Nitish Kumar Reddy, golden duck in the first innings, 4 in the second, 2 for 37 in the first innings with the ball. I thought he bowled really well in that first innings, then none for 10 in the second. I did give him a D, however, though. Next up, we got Washington Sundar, 14 with the bat in the first innings, 12 in the second innings, none for 11 in the he bowled in the second innings, and took a catch as well. I had him in the D column. And then we got Pradesh Krishna, who bowled really well, actually. He, 3 for 42 in the first innings and 3 for 65. Had all 3 wickets at the start of the morning on day 3. Although it was being a bit expensive, he was proving the threat because he was getting out all the wickets. To get 3 in both innings too, I thought he bowled really well, especially in the absence of Jasprit Bumrah for a lot of that. So I actually gave him a B. Next up, Jasprit Bumrah, 2 for 33 in the first innings, 21 off 17, came out and hit a bit of the ball in the first innings as well, and came out to bat courageously too. Obviously, they didn't want to have that 1 wicket down, so they said, go and have a bat, see what can happen. Didn't add any trouble to the scoreboard, but it was courageous for him to come out. He made 0. I actually gave him a C. Mohammad Siraj, 3 for 51 in the first innings, 1 for 69 in the second innings, 3 not out and 1 with the bat. I thought he bowled really well. He's been up and down all series, but when he's on, he is on. It's no doubt India have missed the like of Mohammad Shami, who's a classy bowler. Mohammad Siraj has been respectable in his absence, but nothing to the Mohammad Shami level, who just bowls that consistent line and length and gets the ball moving. Him and Jasprit Bumrah together in this series would have been something interesting. But Mohammad Siraj for this game, I gave a B. So there you go. There are my rankings. Let's quickly go over all the rankings. S tier standing alone is Scotty Boland. Who else? A tier, I've got Beau Webster and Rishabh Pant. B tier, I got Prasid Krishna, Paddy Cummins, and Mohammad Siraj. C tier, I got Steve Smith, Usman Khawaja, Travis Head, Alex Carey, Mitchell Starc, and Jasprit Bumrah. D, and while we at it, congratulations to Jasprit Bumrah getting the player of the series in a losing series. It couldn't have gone to really anyone else. If we go over here, 32 wickets at an average of 13 with best figures of 6 for 76. It's just hard to argue. He was the reason India was still in it for this whole series. So congratulations to Jasprit Bumrah for winning that player of the series honours. D tier, Sam Constance, Yashiv Jaiswal, Virat Kohli, Shubman Gill, Ravindra Jadeja, Nitish Kumar Reddy, and Washington Sundar. E tier, I got Nathan Lyon, KL Rahul. In the F tier, I have Marnus Labuschagne. So there you have it, guys. There are my rankings for the 5th test. As I did mention, there will be another one coming later this week, ranking everyone who played in this series, whether they played 1 match, 2 match, or all the matches. Everyone will be ranked on a tier list just like this, so stay tuned for that. But until then, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss another upload, especially the one coming later this week with the whole series rankings. It's one you won't want to miss. Thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you then.